1, 2, 3.
We're moving!
Some of you already know this. We are, in fact, planning on moving to Montana.
Yeah, it may be a part-time thing, like here in Florida and in Montana. It may be in Montana for
I feel like
extended
it's
period
going to
of
be a
time.
part-time thing. That was always our goal, is to be snowbirds a little bit-ish. So spend like half of the year in Montana, half of the year in Florida. Of course, utilizing the best times in Montana, which is summertime, right into fall before it gets really harsh winter, and then spend most of the winter here in Florida.
We're currently in we have bare land and we are designing a home process.
Couple things. It takes forever to build in Montana. So probably we're 3 years out, I would say.
3's out to start? That's news to me.
2 years, okay?
Okay.
I'm just, preparing you.
Right now, majority of our money is tied up in the expansion of Fat and Weird into wholesale and things like that. We are building as we can, or I guess progressing on the project as we can. So Aubrie found an architect that she likes, and he's familiar with the land. He went and walked the land with Aubrey's dad, and
We also have the house plan that we like, but it needs a lot of modification. In fact, the designer basically looked at the plan and said, and then compared to our notes, our desires, some of the things we want to change about the plan, he was like, I really just feel like this plan isn't the actual plan that you want. It's a nice starting point. The reason that we're moving to Montana, obviously
is because of the best chicken sandwich that we've ever had. It's so good. And that's the whole reason we're moving.
I can't wait to eat that.
I'm gonna eat that
actually.
chicken sandwich once a week, maybe more.
My family's there. I grew up there, so right down the road is my parents' house, literally a 5-minute walk. So backstory on this land, we have seen this land for 3 years, and I have filmed it probably every time I go to my parents' house. It's this corner lot. It overlooks just the most amazing view of the mountains, the lake.
We saw the property for sale, and Aubrey's like, this is my dream lot. So I inquired, and I said, it's gonna be a dream, girl, because that price is insane.
They're so expensive.
And then somebody snagged it.
Yeah,
They
someone bought it, and Aubrey was super sad.
They suddenly start buying up all this property.
Yeah, I
thought
was like,
that
oh, it's
we're-
not meant to be.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it came up for sale, and someone else bought it.
Doing that.
And even created a house plan.
Yeah, and I think your dad had told us, oh, we approved some house plans on your lot.
Yeah.
That was sad for Aubrey, I think. And then all of a sudden, we found out the property was up for sale. I said, all right, Aubrey, you handle
You
everything.
decide. I was like, what? Really? Me? It's my decision? He goes, yeah, your name's gonna be on it. No, I don't know if that's how it worked. But it was basically the decision's on you, Aubrie. And I was like, dun dun dun.
Yeah, it's like,
Yes.
So she did it. We closed on the land early April. And
Then we finally got to visit it in August. Most of my family also lives in the area, so my brother lives down the road. He's got kids that can grow up with Letty, which would be amazing.
they have a lot of cool animals.
Yes, they live on a farm, so for Letty to experience that would be just awesome.
Yeah, Letty's fed the donkeys and
And the chickens.
yeah, and then they have a little garden, and they'll get fruit right out of the garden and vegetables. It's pretty cool. Homestead life.
Yeah, we'll just be making sourdough bread out there.
Yeah, we're gonna be making sourdough bread and making homemade pies.
My oldest sister also lives an hour away, and they've got older kids, so still just a lot of family in the area. My brother lives right next door to her, so got him. So it just makes sense to be there. The goal is to have my parents eventually sell their house, and then we're gonna build a mother-in-law suite-ish, apartment-ish thing on the house so that they can just move in there. And so they'll take care of the house while we are gone in Florida, gone back and forth, and we'll be able to take care of them as they get older.
I think the biggest benefit for our parents they see is that they don't need the size of a house that they're in right now unless people are coming to visit. So if people come to visit, then they can just utilize the main house, if you will, the larger portion of the home, and have a gathering point, but then they really only are upkeeping day to day, a much smaller place for them. And then it also frees them up to sell their house and take that money and do
Live
fun
off it.
stuff for the end of their like days.
The end of their lives.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it sounds morbid, but it's
It's
just like,
just the
you know, the
reality.
reality of the situation. You know, go visit the grandkids that aren't there, or to like go on some trips and things like that. Because Aubrie grew up with family that didn't go on vacation like ever. I think we took her parents to Disney. So
Yeah, we've done fun things with my parents. So we went on a cruise, you know.
yeah,
that kind of
taking them
thing.
on a
So
cruise and taking them to Disney. So
do a little bit of more of that. Comment below anything that we should add to our wish list for this Montana house. It's not going to be like extremely bougie, but it's not going to be just like standard. We want some like fun forever home things. Like I would love a hot tub outside. I think it's awesome to sit in a hot tub while we are outside in the snow.
the most important thing I think really is just capturing the view, because that is why we got the
Windows.
land. I mean, it is lake view, mountain view, super gorgeous. So that's like the prime thing that we're worried about in capturing that.
Maybe some exercise space.
We're going to have our own little gym.
Can't just like work out outside in Montana all the time. So anything else on
I
your
don't
wish
know. Why
list?
don't you give me your wish list real quick?
Um,
I'm gonna have a podcast studio up there,
Oh, gosh,
so that way Adam
see?
and I
Now
will
we know.
continue our podcast, because we're in the top 1% and we're gonna be in the top 0.1%. That's right. Yeah, we have friends up in Montana that it'll be nice that we could be closer to them too. They're entrepreneurs, so it's always nice to be around people that are like continuing to excel and push themselves. So, you know, a really fun thing about Montana that we don't really have it in Florida, other than like going to the beach, is there's just a lot more outdoor activities to do. We got to do these like alpine coasters. Letty had a blast like riding these like little dirt. It was like a Strider bike, but they had like a little dirt track for her to go around.
dirt bikes.
Yeah, and so stuff like that we just don't have here, because they have the mountains and the terrain, things like that.
It's not as hot.
Yeah, and then there's plenty of other outdoor activities like, you know, fishing and stuff. We've
Oh,
been
I
fly
forgot
fishing.
to add, like literally you walk down the road, probably 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and you're at the lake.
Yeah.
So you can just swim off the dock, throw
Yeah.
rocks into the water. So let
Go
you
fishing, stuff like that. But yeah, so I mean, I think the outdoor activities is like another huge lure for us, because in Florida you probably have like 2 months where you can do outdoor stuff without it being either, well, just really extremely hot, and then the 1 month it's really, really cold. In Montana, you have like this 3-4 month period of really great weather.
We're gonna take Brad camping this time.
A glamp. I don't camp anymore. Too old for that. His back needs Tempur-Pedic. All right. That's it. We just wanted to give everyone a little update. It's something that has been a goal of Aubrey's for a really long time, and I think it's really cool to see other people accomplish their goals. I'm always trying to cheer my friends on, so hopefully you guys are happy for us.
Give it a like if
Yeah.
you're happy for us.
Yeah. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll probably be doing more updates on the house as things get rolling. So obviously, hopefully in like 3 to 4 months, we can have like an architectural update and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just keep you updated on that house progress. You're worth
You're
it.
worth it.